Hello everyone, in today's video I am back for the second week's cash stuffing of March. So this is for week number 2 of March. And in today's video I'm stuffing a total of $1,352 worth of income. Let me very quickly go over my daily income with you guys. So on Tuesday I made $261, Wednesday I did not work, but on Thursday I made $196. Friday was $523, and then Saturday was $372. Now, for those of you who might be new here, all of the income is based on the tips I receive. I'm a bartender and server at a restaurant, so you'll notice that all of my videos, the amounts are different. I do have a super variable income. It changes day to day, week to week. But besides these types of videos, these cash stuffings, you will also find bonus cash stuffings where I stuff just the tip outs that I receive over the course of a month. And I also have bill swaps and cash unstuffings as well on my channel. Now, you will find a lot of savings challenges, so definitely hit that subscribe button to follow and see how much I save over the course of 2024. But let's go ahead and get this money counted. We will get organized and we will get stuffing. Alright, y'all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 70, 96, 10, 30, 50, 70, 97, 10, 30, 50, 70, 98, 10, 30, 50, 70, 99, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 1010, 30, 50, 70, 90, 11, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 12, 10, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1300, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 51, 2. $1,352. Now you guys will be seeing this after spring break is already over. So currently my son is in his spring break, but you guys will see it next week. But it has been such a good time. I did take off a couple days of work, so I have been off for, I guess it's around 5 days. This is my last day off before I go to work tomorrow. But I've had such a good time spending this vacation, or this like little mini vacation, with my kiddo. We went and saw Kung Fu Panda today. Such a cute movie. And I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but my son is a huge Godzilla fan. I think I might have mentioned it, but there's a Godzilla movie coming out, Godzilla X Kong. And we are very excited to watch that as well. But we have just been spending such a good time together, and I'm kind of sad that I have to go back to work, but gotta make money, gotta do these budgets. So let's go ahead and get into bills, starting off with rent. So rent is getting $300 as always, and recently I did pull the excess money that was in here in all of my bill envelopes except for my electric, and I'm putting it into a high yield savings account. So that is why this looks low if you've seen my past stuffings. But 300 going in here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That brings rent to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 600. And then at the end of the month, probably whenever I do my own stuffing and bill swap, I will take any excess from out of these envelopes and continue putting it into my high yield savings account. Now in subscriptions, I'm putting $10. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that 10 back up there and grab a 20 instead. Cell phone is getting 25. I think I'll do a 20 and 5 ones. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me know in the comments down below if anything you guys did for spring break. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would love to know how you guys spent y'all spring break. Obviously, that might not apply to some of y'all. It might have just been a work week for you, but let me know how your week has been. So 20, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. So 50 now in cell phone. Next up is my electric, and it is getting 35. Let me go ahead and just do 40. I'm going to pop this 5 back up there and grab 2 20s instead. That brings electric to 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 55. $155 now in this envelope. In childcare, I am putting $70. I guess I'll go ahead and do 80 instead. So let me grab 4 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Childcare now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 140 now in this envelope. Internet is getting 10. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that back up there, grab a 20 instead. Dental insurance is getting 10 as well. So let's go ahead and put this 10 back up here and we'll just grab a 20 instead. So $20 now in dental insurance. Health insurance is getting 15. Let's go ahead and put this back, this 5 back, and just grab a 20, which brings health insurance to 30 bucks. And then lastly, in this binder, the bills binder, investing is getting $250. So let's go ahead and pop this out of here. I think I have enough change up there, but let me go ahead and grab, I'm going to grab 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, and a 10 makes 50. I'm just going to double count that because I'm not sure if that's right. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 50. Oh, it is perfect. 250. And that brings investing now to 1,005, 6, 7, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 900. So 1,900 now in investing. Alrighty, $725 went into bills, which leaves $627 remaining. Let's get into my cash envelopes. And I mentioned in my last video that I have been doing a poor job of saving money for these expenses. So I've been doing really well to save money in my bills envelopes for my 3 to 6 months of savings, but I have not been putting away money in my cash envelopes, like excess money. So what I've decided is, I'm going to pull out this these couple of dollars in here. What I've decided is I am going to use the money that I save from my $1 and $5 challenge at the end of the year to fund more money into my expense account for my 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. That way it'll also cover my cash envelope expenses, not just my bills. So that's my plan. All the money that I save in my 1s and 5s is going to go right back into investing in my cash envelopes. Now, gas is going to get skipped because it is fully funded at 30 bucks, but in groceries, I'm going to go ahead and put $115. I will do 100 in 20s. I'll do a 10 and then 5 ones. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 115 now in groceries. Next up is my personal spending, and I'm putting 40 bucks in here. 20, 30, 5, and then 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 20, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40 now in personal spending. Up next is my date night envelope, and I'm putting 25 in here. So let me go ahead and do a 20 and a 5. So 25. That brings date night to 20, 40, 60, 80, 125. $125 now in date night. Sam's Club is getting skipped, but in my reptile envelope, I'm going to go ahead and put $25 in here as well. So let's do, that would be 40. I'm going to do a 20 and a 5. And that brings this envelope to 1, 20, 35, 140 now in the reptile envelope. In giving, I'm going to go ahead and put $10. So let me go ahead and just pop another $10 bill in here. And that makes this one $20. And then in miscellaneous, I had a few extra dollars to budget. So I'm going to go ahead and throw $3 in here. This is just the buffer envelope that I use whenever I overspend in any of my cash envelopes. So in miscellaneous now is $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. And then, of course, we need to throw these ones in my $1 challenge. So let me pop them in here. And $218 went into my cash envelopes, which leaves $409 remaining. Let me go ahead and get into my short-term sinking funds. So starting off with Christmas. Christmas is getting $25. Let's do a 20 and a 5. So 25, which brings Christmas now to 1, 2, 20, 40, 5, 50. $250 now in the Christmas envelope. It seems so far away, December. But I don't know. I feel like this year has already flown by. I can't believe it's going to be April in a couple weeks. It just really blows my mind. My son is going to be a 6th grader next year. And for him, that means moving to the big kid school. And I'm really sad about it. But lots of great things happening this year. We're going to skip over to birthdays. So birthdays, I'm putting $50 in. Let's do 20, 40, and 50. 20, 40, 50. And then in this binder, let's go ahead and get to the end, towards the end, I guess, and get into car insurance. I'm going to go ahead and throw that $50 bill in here. So 50 going into car insurance. That brings this envelope to 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 400 now in here. Next up is the sports and clubs envelope. So we're skipping back to school. In sports and clubs, I'm going to go ahead and put $25. Let's do a 20 and a 5. And that brings this one to 20, 40, 60, 80, 125. And then lastly, in this binder, I'm going to go ahead and put 25 into self-care. I did just get my nails redone, and I am in love with the color. Let's do 20, and let's just do a 5. Actually, you know what? Let's put this 5 back and do a 10 instead. But I'm totally in love with the color. It's really very close to what I had wanted. I showed you guys a picture of what I wanted in my last video. It was going to be this or like a sage green. But I love the color, and the shape is just perfect. So that brings self-care to 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 now in here. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and transition over to my long-term sinking funds. Now, y'all, I have been telling you guys my journey with my dental issues. I did not take care of my teeth as a child, and I am suffering the consequences now. I have been mentioning to you guys that I needed to get crowns on my teeth, yada yada. Turns out I cannot get those crowns on my teeth. In fact, they are unfortunately not salvageable at this point. So I am going to have to get an implant for one of my back molars. It really sucks, and it's definitely not cheap. It is more expensive than I thought it would be. So I'm going to continue trying to build this. I'm not going to finance it. If anything, I'll just take from my savings account, which I don't love doing, but I just am not going to finance a procedure like that. It's just not something I'm going to do. I'd rather just pay the amount flat out instead of having to pay for interest. And I think it's going to be around like $1,400 for the one tooth. So again, super unfortunate, but I'm going to try to save up as much as I can in the meantime. The procedure will take probably around 6 months, which I didn't even know was going to take that long, but I have to get extractions, and then those have to heal for 3 months, and then I get the screw, and then that has to heal for 3 months, and then I get the teeth. But it's better I do that now than getting a temporary solution like a bridge, and then 10 years from now that, messes up my gums or my bone structure. So I'm just going to go ahead and handle it. But in dental fees, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 75, 475. And now you guys know so much about my dental health, but, trying to be transparent. All right, going towards the back here, emergency fund is up next. It's getting $24. So let's do a 20, and then this should be 4 ones. Yep, so 24. And let's see what that brings emergency fund to. We have 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oops. 20 got caught in there. Let's recount this. We have 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 240 now in emergency fund. Up next is my Roth, and it is getting $125. So close to maxing this out. By the end of the month, I will have this maxed out, so that's exciting. 100, and let's do 30 instead. So 100, 120, and 130. And that brings Roth now to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 5, 6,000, 1, 2, 20, 40, 50. $6,250 now in Roth. Next up is my son's envelope. He's getting 25 as usual. So let's do a 20, last 20, and this 5. That brings his envelope to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 40, 60, 89, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $3,925 now in his envelope. Next up is my Saveopoly challenge. And last week I rolled, and I'm putting $10 in this week. And then I need to go ahead and roll and figure out what I'm putting in for next week. So let me go ahead and get all my stuff. Perfect. And then let's see what we're putting in for next week's cash stuffing. 2. So 1, 2. That is, community chest is 5 times the roll. So that would be another $10 for next week. Alrighty. And then lastly, we're going to go ahead and get into my mystery challenge. If you guys watched my video from last week, you know that I do have to supplement last week's scratch for in this week's cash stuffing. So I needed to put an extra $5 from this past week, and then I scratched 20 for this week. So a total, I hope that makes sense, a total of $25 is going in here this week. And I think what I'm going to do, because I put February 1st and then I put March behind it, but I think what I'm going to do is the current one that I'm in is going to be in the front of the envelope. So let me go ahead and put this $25 in here. So 10, 15, 25. And then I'm going to go ahead and scratch and see what I need to put into next week's cash stuffing. So I started with February, went this way. I'm going this way in March. Let me go ahead and move this over actually. So next week we're putting, that's 5 and 15. So a total of 20 also going into next week's. Let me go ahead and clean this off. Alrighty, y'all. So that does it for this week's cash stuffing. Definitely stay tuned for next week's cash stuffing when I stuff this $20 in my mystery scratch and save. And then we'll get to figure out what we're doing for the 4th week's cash stuffing of the month. And I believe this month has 5 weeks in it. So there'll be an extra cash stuffing this week. And then of course it'll be followed by the unstuffing and bill swap. So lots to look forward to. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.